The AFC East are ready to get reacquainted. Some familiar faces from Miami's perspective, their franchise quarterback, and some of the new participants for New England. New quarterback, new head coach, hoping to put their imprint on this long-standing rivalry. In the meantime, Mike McDaniel hoping to get the Dolphins back in the playoff conversation in the AFC. And hard to believe for Miami, after that 2-6 start, they begin the day just one game back of Denver and that final wild card slot. And with that, we say welcome to Miami. Alongside Adam Archuleta, I'm Spiro Ditas. We'll hear from Aditi Kinkhabwala in just a little bit. Arch, crazy to think from where Miami started that they're still in the conversation in the AFC, razor-thin margin for error, and New England just looking for something to jumpstart their season.
Well, you're right. And look, when you watch Miami, especially with Tua back, they certainly look like they should be a playoff football team, but they have to be almost perfect here down the stretch. For New England, it's been a long process, but it's certainly clear that I think they found their answer at quarterback.
Well, as if anyone needed reminding, Tua is pretty important to the Miami Dolphins. We saw it during the 4 games he missed with the concussion. Since he's been back, he's been surgical. It's been a completely different offense.
You see what he did last week where he turned long drive into
go route, not like a Subway footlong, which is free with your order of $25 or more on Uber Eats this week.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Picture perfect South Florida weather this time of year, just before Thanksgiving, as we are just about ready. A couple of seconds ago, Aditi hanging out with Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek, your head coach tells us that you're 4-6, but you're a very confident 4-6. Where does that confidence come from?
It starts from up top, man. Like our GM, our head coach, even our owner, man. Those guys do a great job of, just over communicating, the same thing every week, man. And once those guys do that, communicate it to the locker room, to the leadership group, from Tua, myself, Ramsey, and other guys, on this roster, like we do a great job of like executing every day at practice, man. And that's our mindset right now. Every game is a playoff game, so that's the way we're going to attack it.
All right, Tyreek, we really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great game.
Thank you.
All right, Aditi, the connectivity, the communication, the camaraderie, however you want to describe it, with this team has been excellent. It has kept them afloat. Mike McDaniel, of course, the big reason why. Really strong communication skills, and his counterpart, Gerard Mayo, year one. He has never been with any other franchise in his NFL life. His years as a player, one of the top linebackers in the sport, and now trying to lead this franchise as the head coach. Jason Sanders boots it away after Miami won the toss and defer. So we will see the rookie star quarterback for New England, Drake May, taking the field for this New England Patriots offense.
Oh, Spiro, you can't help but be impressed. I know it hasn't really translated into victories, but you watch him each and every week. He certainly doesn't look like a rookie. I thought last week he was in great command of the offense. He really handled all the different pressures and the looks that the Rams threw at him. It was an impressive performance by the young quarterback.
Patriots begin at the 30, and can they get this running attack going? It's been hot and cold. For the most part, cold this season. Big part of that has been the instability with their offensive line. Remember, they had a different offensive line each of the first 7 weeks of the season, but finally, Arch, they've stabilized a little bit. This is the 5th straight week they've had the same O-line combination.
You're right. 11 different starters, Spiro. The record is 14 different starters. That was by the Rams in 2022. It's good to have that continuity, but they have to make sure they don't allow free hitters to get to May.
May to the air for the first time. That's been his security blanket. Hunter Henry leads them in catches and rec yards. Entering play here, that'll set him up with a 3rd and short. Meantime, this Miami defense, one key missing piece. Kendall Fuller still not ready to come back with the concussion. 2nd straight DNP on the back end of that defense.
Yeah, and it's a defense that's been getting better and better. And I'm curious to see exactly where Jalen Ramsey is going to line up. He is playing at an elite level. They move him all over the place. Right now he's lined up with Booty here. That's the wrong ID, but right here at the bottom on Booty number 9.
May working from the gun. Here they come. Play. The officials whistle the play dead. Looks to be tackle moving prematurely. Vidarian Lowe, who had the touchdown catch last week.
Ball start, number 59 offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So early mistake by this Patriots front.
That's fair. They just have to be better. You're on the road. You're trying to beat a football team that's starting to get hot, and you have your first third down in the game. It's 3rd and 3. Certainly a down and distance. You feel good about converting and extending this drive, but a mistake up front. Now it's 3rd and 8. Different story, and now you can expect Anthony Weaver to throw some different packages.
Quick delivery. This is Jalen Polk, the rookie wide receiver who's had a quiet season till this point. They get him short of the line to gain, which was the 40. And so that penalty looming large for New England. Had them in a palatable 3rd and short, instead 3rd and 8. Far different set of circumstances. And it leads to a 3 and out.
And really nice job. And you see that play call by Alex Van Pelt, the offensive coordinator, trying something conservative. Maybe in that 3rd and medium, down in distance, expecting pressure. They call a screen. Miami counters with the zone. And now they're off the field.
Bryce Behring around the punt. And Malik Washington standing back inside his own 10. Signals for the fair catch. This one is going to take a bounce. Actually didn't signal, so he plays it off a hop. And that decision will get Miami's offense a little bit of breathing room. Boy, I thought he signaled up high, but he did not. Actually, he was just trying to wave guys away to get him a clear path of vision to the football. So
that's a
heady play by Washington after the 57-yard punt.
Gutsy play, I would say. A very gutsy play at the 5-yard line.
So here is Tua, 6-0 Arch in his career against New England. His 5th game since returning. Came back week 8 in that game against Arizona. Missed the 4 with the concussion. Last week led this offense to their first 30-point game of the season. A game in which they did not punt. Incredibly in that victory over the Raiders. Quick delivery, Jonnu Smith, who is fast becoming one of the stars of this Miami offense. Good drive starter, a pickup of 11, and a Miami first down. Offensive starters, big news for Dolphins. Their Pro Bowl left tackle, who's a question mark again. 2nd straight week has been dealing with that knee injury. But Teron Armstead is up for the Dolphins.
Yeah, and you see that very first play, and you want to get better from one week to the next. I'm interested to see how the New England Patriots handle those stacks and those motions. I thought they really struggled against that last week against the Rams.
You know, so Alec Ingold is back. Their Pro Bowl fullback. Good hard running here from Devon Achane. He's going to churn out 7 yards. Finally tackled by Marcus Jones as Achane gets into the 2nd level of that New England defense. And their inability to stop the run this year, Arch, has been a big part of the story. The good news, Christian Barmore, 2nd game since he made his debut this season last week. Was dealing with that scary blood clot situation that came down in camp. Barmore is back, and it's going to be a 3rd and 2 for Miami.
Yeah, Spiro, you mentioned last week that Tua was excellent, and this offense scored a bunch of points, and it was kind of a peculiar game because even on both sides of the ball, it was long drive after long drive, and you would love as a defense to be able to say, listen, we're going to take away your explosiveness and make you drive methodically down the field because you're going to make a mistake. The only difference is the Dolphins didn't make a mistake.
They did not. Boy, Tua trying to thread the needle to...